keep asking what's going to happen if I step off this stage. And all I can say is bad things, man. Really bad things. We're going to start out now with the 6th grade portion of the concert, and they are starting out with O Tannenbaum, which is actually infernally tricky. It's absolutely tricky for them. And so they worked very hard to polish this up. And you'll notice, I hope that while you play that you can notice the differences in difficulty between the 5th grade book and the 6th grade book. Tannenbaum was the first song in the book that the 6th graders got to play the timpani. And when we finally got to get those bad boys out, they were so excited. The timpani are the only drums in the band that are actually pitched. They're tuned to certain pitches. Right now they're tuned to B flat and E flat. And a little later on we're going to have to take some time and tune the E flat up to F. So those are the only drums in the band that actually play pitches. Next up we have Svivon, which is a Hebrew song for Hanukkah. And another tricky tune because it introduces lots and lots of accidentals, which are altered notes. Sometimes the note is a little higher or a little lower than what it was originally played in. And last up for the 6th grade, we have a Good King Wenceslas, which was surprisingly not a carol that they were familiar with. And so I was quite pleased to see that once they learned it in band, then they wanted to sing it in general music so we could all learn the words. Because going somehow it's unsatisfying when you sing. I can't imagine why.
Hope that was sound to your ears, Grandma.
Now we get to hear the 5th and 6th grade band play together on a tune called A Celtic Christmas. It's a traditional Irish carol. And what you hear while you're playing is the low brass, which is the baritone and the trombone. We'll do it in just a second, please. Actually, it's already in tune. So you'll hear the low brass and the trombone, and the saxophones imitate what's called a drone. In Irish music, whenever you're playing bagpipes, the first thing that you do when you blow up the bagpipes, so there's two notes that'll never ever stop playing while you're playing the bagpipes. And one is ba, ba. So if you listen to those two pitches together, between those lower sections, you'll hear that drone imitated. The flutes, trumpets, and clarinets, and our lovely single oboe up here, they get the melody later on in the music. So I hope you enjoy A Celtic Christmas.